I'm Benjamin Harrison, and I'm the 23rd President of the United States of America. I served one term only, which equals 4 years, from March 4th, 1889 to March 4th, 1893. When I was first elected, I was 55 years old, and I am also part of the Republican Party. The name of my vice president was Levi P. Morton. He only served one term also with me, which equals to 4 years, from 1889 to 1893. When he was elected, he was 64 years old. His political party was Republican, also like mine.
Back in the 1880s, Benjamin Harrison was a man of the future. Sort of. He was the first to have electric lights installed in the White House. But rumor has it he was too scared to touch the switches because he thought he might be electrocuted. Ow! Harrison was the first president to have his voice recorded, but it sounded like this.
As President of the United States, I present the third Pan-American Congress in Washington, D.C.
My wife's name is Caroline Scott Harrison. We had 2 children, Russell and Mary. I attended Farmers College where I met Caroline Scott, and of course we later got married. Shortly after, I transferred to Miami University in Oxford, Ohio.
Benjamin Harrison had lots in common with his famous grandpa, William Henry Harrison. He lived in Indiana, where Grandpa had been governor. He was a military officer in the Civil War, like Grandpa was in the War of 1812. And just like Grandpa, he spent a few years in the U.S. Senate. Fortunately for Benjamin, he lasted 48 times longer in the White House. As the Republican candidate in 1888, Harrison lost the popular vote to President Cleveland, but still won the Electoral College. Harrison made his mark on foreign affairs. He proposed annexation of Hawaii and spearheaded modernizing the Navy, reflecting America's growing status as a world power.
Other than politics, I also studied law, and later on became a Union Army officer. 2 of the major accomplishments while I was in office was that I added 6 states to the Union, which is most by any president ever in the United States history. I established the Coast Guard Academy.
Story about a man named Benjamin Harrison. Born in North Bend, Ohio on August 20th, 1833, he would become the only president to be the grandson of a president, William Henry Harrison. He was also the great-grandson of Benjamin Harrison V, one of the original signers of the Declaration of Independence. It would seem that he was bred for a life of greatness. At 20, he married Caroline Lavinia Scott and together raised 2 children. He attended law school and eventually opened his own practice. During the Civil War, he served as a brigadier general and later went on to work in the Senate. In 1888, Benjamin Harrison was elected as the nation's 23rd president. His inauguration took place during a rainstorm and was brief, half the length of his grandfather's, who gave the longest address in presidential history. He was the first president to enjoy electricity at the White House. During his administration, the country's annual budget reached $1 billion for the first time in history. He also added 6 states to the Union, more than any president since Washington. 2 weeks before losing re-election, Harrison lost his wife to tuberculosis. On March 13, 1901, Benjamin Harrison died of the flu in Indiana.